Let me get Gisela on here so you understand what's going on.
All right.
Hi, guys. So my name is Gisela, and I am wanting for you guys to prank my mother. She's been having the hardest time getting her passport because they're trying to confirm that she's an American citizen, which she is. And so it's taken literally about, I think it's been 6 months now that she's been waiting. They've been asking her for paperwork. They just pretty much think that her application is fraud. So I am wanting you guys to just make my day. She literally has no patience. So I know this is just going to go exactly how I think it's going to go.
Okay. Now, the hospital, when she was born, they registered her birthday as what?
So my mom is in her early 60s. So back in the days, I guess what they used to do is the day they were born wasn't the day they would be registered. So she was registered literally like 5 or 6 days after she was born. So that's kind of where the issue is coming into play.
Thank you so much for the setup.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
It's pretty simple.
You're going to stress this woman out. Getting a passport is stressful enough.
And waiting
That's
6
a long
months?
time to wait.
6 months?
Well, there was a huge backup a couple of years ago. I think it was last year also. My nephew's girlfriend missed her flight because she had registered for the passport in February and she missed the June flight because it still had not shown up.
Y'all, my passport took about 2.5 weeks, and I just did it the last month. So I think the times have gotten a little bit better. Not for this poor lady here. So let's give her some assistance.
Oh, no.
Hello?
Good morning, ma'am. This is Derek from the U.S. Passport Distribution Center here in Houston, Texas, confirming that you have received your passport.
Okay, no, I have not.
Okay. Well, there was a conflicting birth date here that we had. What happened there?
Okay, what is wrong with it?
Well, I don't know. You were born in 1862?
1862?
1860. Okay.
I was born in 62, no.
311.
You must have the wrong person.
Okay, no. It says here you were born before your birth date.
No, when I applied for my passport, I sent all of my documentation, okay, to the Virginia place
Yes.
office.
Yes.
They already have everything.
But you know, there's two different dates. There's the birth date and there's the born after date. The one says one and one says
not
the other.
according. Not according to my birth certificate. Everything's clear there.
So did they put you back into your mother? Or can they do that? What happened?
What are you saying, sir? No, I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay,
everything is clear in my birth certificate.
Okay. Well, we could just confirm citizenship another way. It's just a few questions randomly generated. Here you go.
Hello and thank you for confirming your citizenship. Were you born in the U.S.?
Yes.
You have a mother.
Yes.
She is human.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
You were born at a hospital.
This is a scam.
Yes. You show him.
Uh-oh.
You hang up that phone.
Okay, so
Oh, no.
you know what? She called back.
She called you?
My phone back.
Oh, wow.
If I thought it was a scam, I would just walk away.
Well,
and
you
not-
would call it back and be like, what kind of crap is
Oh,
this?
I think
she's
he's
had
scared.
enough. I mean, first of all, he implied that she's 162 years old, and then they shoved her back in her mom. I mean, come on.
I was not prepared for this call back. I was like, wait, what? She's calling me back? I didn't have my robocall rewound or anything. So here I'm like, good morning, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. I think we were cut off. Is everything okay?
Okay. No, everything's not okay. I think that this is a scam. Okay.
No, ma'am.
Because you haven't asked me for no information for my code number or nothing.
No, I'm not
I won't
allowed
be
to.
answering any-
I'm not allowed to ask those questions. I'm simply verifying your citizenship and making sure that you're born to a human in a hospital.
No, you should be asking me that
But
directly.
But ma'am, it says you have two different birth dates, so I was just trying to clear up why it's all over the place.
Where is there two different birthdays?
What?
Where is there two different birthdays?
One says, like the hospital says that you were born on one day, then your passport says you were born on another day. I didn't know if you went back in.
I don't have a passport yet. I do not have a passport.
Because I have your passport. Then I would have given it to you, but I just needed to confirm. I'm sorry.
What?
It's my first day.
Oh
I'm
my
so
God.
sorry.
Excuse me?
I'm trying to help you, but it's my first day, and I'm just trying to get through it. I'm going to get fired now.
No, sir. No. Yeah, I will be calling the authorities right now.
But I am the
You
authority.
stop calling me. No.
I didn't call
Because I
you.
don't.
Now you're yelling at me. I'm sorry. I didn't
Okay.
mean to upset you.
Nobody from Houston ever calls me. I mean, I've been trying to get my passport back from people from Virginia, and they always ask me for a passcode, okay, so they can look into my document. So I cannot give you any more information. Can you put somebody else on the phone
Yes.
to identify themselves?
Yes.
What is your name?
Yes. My name is Derek.
Derek. From where? Where are you calling from?
Derek Panthier. I'm calling from Houston, Texas, the passport office.
Can I speak to a supervisor right now, please?
Yes. Your birth.
Did anyone see it happen?
Can I speak to another person, please?
Are you sure?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, she hung up
I'm
again.
glad that lady's like not having this. Like, no, this is a scam.
I know.
You didn't ask me for my number. So then what happened?
I think haven't we gone far enough?
Yeah, poor lady.
Yeah.
So then you call her back.
Hello?
Alma, don't hang up. It's Special K from KRBE Roula and Ryan Show. Gisela has set you up on a prank call this morning.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just messing with you. I'm so sorry.
My daughter, I am going to kill that girl. Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm over here, I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my God. What's a good thing I didn't get all that information? I mean, I didn't give them nothing. I'm going to strangle that girl.
She said that something was wrong with your date of birth, so I could mess with you about that.
Yes, I know. It's what I was thinking. I'm like, 1862. I'm like, what are people talking about? I'm going to strangle that girl. I cannot believe she did that to me.
I'm so sorry. I had to catch you before you went to work.
So when you started crying, I was like, who are these people? I'm like, oh my goodness. What?
Can you say these words? Can you say Special K pranked me on the Roula and Ryan Show?
Special K pranked me.
On the Roula and Ryan Show.
Yes. Good for her for
I like
not
her.
taking your junk.
6 months, and people are like saying, I got mine in 10 days.
Yeah, maybe this year, but remember there was a huge backup and there was a lot of controversy.
Yeah,
that one year that I did the entire
You're going to fly
show.
to Denver.
I was going to fly to Denver on my sister's pass to go to the Aurora office because I could not get a Houston appointment. They're like, well, we got you an appointment,
Stressful.
but it's in Aurora, Colorado. I'm like, what? So I was like, okay, I'll take the appointment just to get it on the books. It was either El Paso, Aurora, Puerto Rico, or I can't remember the other
But then
place.
if you wait, what, the day before, the day of or something? Remember?
Well, you have to
Brother-in-law did that
you have
too.
to have proof that you're leaving within 3 days.
That's what it was.
For them to make it for you downtown and
yeah.
wait for it. Because I had to go there. There was a guy in line in front of me. His flight was leaving in 2 hours.
Wow.
And he got it and he raced off to the airport. And I was like, 2 hours? Aren't you supposed to be already there going through security 2 hours before your flight?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
really are going to be late for this flight. But I'm just telling you, if you want to travel anytime soon and you didn't already get your passport, honey, you might have a little hiccup issue. And if you want to travel next summer, apply now.
Yep.
You'll get it in time. All right. Coming up next, it's closure time. Closure time. Somebody is ghosting you. Maybe it was a romantic thing. Y'all went out on 1 or 2 dates, 3 dates, 5, and now this person won't respond to your calls or has blocked you, or you know they can see your text and they're not responding, or it's a long lost person you just haven't talked to in a long time. Whatever the scenario is, we try and put people together to get closure, and it's going to happen next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
That, my friend, is what they call closure.
Yep, somebody was in your life and then they weren't, and you want to know what happened.
Go to krbe.com and Eric will contact you back to find out more about the relationship or what really happened. And so many times, you know, Eric knows more than we do before this person gets on the phone.
Yep.
Well, you
Summertime,
should.
coming up. So this is the time to get those emails in.
krbe.com. I know we've got Courtney standing by to tell us who she's looking for from Closure and what the whole situation is. So let's get her story now. Hi, Courtney. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Courtney, so who is it you're trying to get closure from this morning?
I'm trying to get closure with my cousin, Andrew.
Okay. What happened with cousin Andrew?
About 9 years ago, he bought my parents' house. They were empty nesters looking to downsize, and so he ended up buying the house, but then he ended up screwing them over.
Is this the house you were raised in, Courtney, or is this just the house they had after, like, they raised you?
This was the house I was raised in.
How did he screw them over?
He he had guaranteed them that if they ever wanted to buy back the house or rent a room from him, that he would work something out. And they had a fire and lost their current home. And so when they contacted him, he was like, not my problem, not my monkey, not my circus.
Well, if he'd been living in that home for all those years.
Wait, how many years?
9 years ago is when he bought the house, and the fire happened, I would say, about 3 years ago.
Well, he's firmly entrenched for 6 years.
Wait a second, Ryan. Let's talk about this. This is family, and they have a fire. How tragic is that? Everybody runs to your aid if your whole house burns down. Like, oh my God, what can I do? How can I help you?
And your family's going to definitely help.
Yes, you would think that Andrew would be like, oh my God, yes, come stay in the house.
Right, even if it's temporary.
So is Andrew just not speaking to you or what?
Hasn't been speaking to any of us, like complete cold shoulder, and it's been incredibly heartbreaking.
And that's before the fire?
Before the fire, it started drifting out, and then ever since that happened, it was kind of the nail in the coffin.
What are you hoping to accomplish here? Are you hoping to convince him into what?
Well, I have a favor to ask of him besides clearing the air. My mom is sadly very, very sick, and in the fire, we had lost most of our family photos, and she used to have this photo of the pond in our backyard, and she would have it over her little fireplace, and it brought her so much joy, and she always talks about how she misses that little photo. And so I wanted to ask him if it would be possible to come into my childhood home and take a picture of that pond and give it to my mom, because I think it would really lift her spirits during this time.
It should be a no-brainer here. So.
Yeah, this should definitely be something that is easily doable if he has a heart.
Do you have to go inside the house?
I actually have to stand in the living room to get the shot because it's of the pond through the window.
That would be such a weird feeling. I've never had the guts to go up to like one of my old houses.
But you
like
did that on our show.
Yeah,
you drove to your childhood home on live on the air.
They didn't. Yeah, but they didn't let me in.
Did you knock on the door? I can't remember.
They weren't home.
Because these days you get shot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, who's at my door? And you're like, oh,
I would not let anybody in.
No, like,
if they came to your house and said, I lived here for years.
That's people pretend to be Amazon
lying.
people.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Now, if it was like you and I heard you on the radio saying it, then okay.
A little bit more credibility.
Well, Andrew has heard all this conversation.
Oh.
I told you
Okay.
he's listening. You're going to talk to him anyway.
I mean, so he knows how you feel. Obviously, you're very heartsick over this, and let's just see what he has to say. Andrew, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Thanks for being here today.
Hi, guys. What's going on?
Yeah.
You heard that. You got to have a heart, dude.
Oh, no. I don't care. Courtney, you were such a bitch to me over the years. I have not forgotten any of that. And your parents were no better. So your parents have a house fire. That's not my problem. Things are getting more and more expensive, as everybody knows. And I had to rent out some of the rooms in the house so I could afford to continue paying the mortgage. Now, everybody's looking for a cheaper room. So if I could make a little bit of extra money and then some people could find a place to live, sorry, it's not going to be
You're
the
speaking
parents.
so sterile to her. This is your cousin. This is your aunt who's sick and very, very ill and just wants one thing.
Nah.
It's just sad. I can't believe nothing's changed. Like, how could you? We're family, and like we're supposed to stick through these type of moments together. So for you to just be this heartless to deny my very sick mother was a simple thing.
I mean, you're throwing these things out there, Courtney. Family and this and that.
Dude, family's important to everybody. If you knew of this house fire, why wouldn't you be willing to help out? She's not asking for much. She's just wanting to take a damn picture.
I'm not letting strangers in the house. And as far as I'm concerned, Courtney,
Are you kidding me? Oh.
Nope.
I mean, you wanted to buy her childhood home from the parents, so you must have had a good relationship at some point. But you just told Courtney the way she treated you and her parents treated you. Why would you have even wanted to be involved in anything they owned?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, they were selling, I was buying. It was in the area I wanted to be in, and at the end of the day, like, the property value's continuing to go up. I'm going to make money on it. So, like, I'm sorry, but...
Well, hang on a second. Andrew, if money is all that you're concerned about, Fence Daddy here. I'll give you money if you let her into house. What's your price?
You got $500.
$500?
That's what I'm renting out some of these rooms for.
All right, if I pay the $500...
What about $100?
Yeah.
$250 in one picture.
$250 in one picture.
Do not pay him, Ryan. Do not pay him. That's ridiculous. No,
She wants her mother's dying, for God's sakes.
It's bigger than this. Andrew.
But as for a dying mom, I'd do anything.
Andrew, what is so bad that her family did to you that you are okay to live in their house, but you can't stand anything about them?
Again, at the end of the day, it's just a house. And so the house and the people, very little relationship to me. And she's saying we're family. I don't feel that way.
Final offer, $250, but I get the whole week.
Get the whole week to do what, Ryan?
What do you do the whole week?
I'll let Courtney stay in
all
it.
week? No. One picture.
$100. $100.
$100
Should be in there 5 minutes.
And who's taking the picture, Ryan?
Yeah, if I'm coughing up the money, then I want in on any action.
All right, I need 150, and then we can do it.
You are just as heartless as before. And you know what, Ryan? I don't want you paying the money. I will pay the money because I want you to know it's coming from my pocketbook. And I want this to all be behind us.
It's kind of heartless, but you agree, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Okay, well, Courtney, you get the picture of the pond from the living room of your childhood home for your sick mother.
Just take them off because.
Okay.
And that's all with Andrew.
Disgusting.
He's gone.
That
Yeah.
just sucks.
Yeah, I don't like rewarding bad behavior, but
I have a question for Courtney.
Sick mom.
Is Andrew a single guy or is he with somebody?
Oh, he's very single, if you couldn't tell.
If I was single and dating and I didn't know this is the kind of guy that's out there, like this is a dangerous personality because look at how easy, like robotic he is when it comes to something that should at least pull at your heartstrings. This guy must be a terrible dater. Like he just cuts girls cold, I bet. Like I'm judging him on his dating life from the way he's treating his family life.
Oh, he's never really had a girlfriend. He had one kind of for like a month, maybe in his mid-20s, so he's not good at keeping people.
well, before we go bashing him too much, don't want him to change his
Yeah, that's what I'm
mind.
saying,
Why don't you go ahead and make contact with him? Eric will give you his number.
You can get the photo.
Maybe you can do it today. Just a quick iPhone. You know, iPhones have, or whatever, your Android phone. Some of these phones now are just amazing.
Just take a video.
Oh, yeah, I do that too. Video and a photograph.
Man, would it be the worst if you walked in there and it's like all cat boxes everywhere?
Oh, yeah.
He's not
Don't make it worse for her.
Tell him, if I'm going to pay this money, it better be clean. I need a clean
Right.
living room shot.
Yeah, knowing him, he'll like do something to the windows.
Good luck to you,
Right.
Courtney. I'm sorry it worked out that way, but I'm glad you're getting the picture.
Thank you so much for your help. This is just ridiculous, but thank you.
Yeah, at least she's getting
at least you
the
got something
photo.
there.
That's all that makes the cat boxes.
I still want to know what is up with this guy. It's just not good. That is so heartless. I don't care.
Yeah, but it's not, you know what?
Come in there for $100.
She's going to get what she needs and just be done. And don't waste time thinking about him.
You want to, what
You
in
know.
the heck happened to this guy?
Just record it. You don't need to take photos. Just keep the recording going.
But she wants the picture
She wants
to
that
actually frame
good
it. You
still
can't
picture.
frame it.
Sometimes when you take your iPhone and go in portrait mode, you can get a really good looking picture.
While you record it, you
So make
can
sure
hit
you
the
don't-
little
yeah.
circle to take photos.
Or you just record it and then you
Take a still shot from
do
the video.
still shots. And that's what people do. That's what you should do when you tell people to take photos for you. You don't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
That way they go up. You're like, hey, can you take a photo for us? And we all pause there instead of waiting for them to take 3 shots and hoping that one's good. If they're recording you, you're going to get a good shot in there.
People don't know how to do that, though.
Yeah, I'm not very
what do
good
you
at
mean? You
that.
just hit record and then you just go here, hold it.
No, they know how to record,
No,
but
but
how
how
do
to-
you pull the still from that? I feel like that
Exactly.
is too much for people. It's an extra step that they don't want to have to deal with.
It's really
Just
easy.
take-
Yeah, it's not hard.
I know
What
it
do
is
people-
easy. People are, how
There's
many
a
times have you
button
hit,
right there,
I
right
know,
next to
I know,
it.
If you
Amon.
really wanted to-
How many times have you handed your phone
to
that they
YouTube.
have the same phone and they're like, oh, I don't know what happened.
Here, let me try it right now.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And they hand it back to you because it went to sleep.
It's too
so
complicated.
Asking people for
Here,
the
I'm
one
doing it
extra
right
step,
now.
it just blows their mind. They're like, I
Press
don't know.
the white
I
button
don't know
on
how
the
to do that.
side.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, I just did it.
Yeah, you hit the white button while the video is recording. But Eric is saying don't even hit the white button.
You don't
Eric is
have to
saying
do that.
just
You
make
can
a
still
video
have a
recording
video
you can
and then
save.
later
I
go
didn't
back in and
screenshot
oh,
it.
hit a
Yeah, look,
screenshot.
it worked great. Look, I got stills.
I'm saying both
Why are you
ways.
taking
though.
pictures of me?
I'm deleting
Got your good
it.
angle.
No, you could keep it. Put it as my contact photo.
KRVE.com is where you can go for
You sure you want that as your contact photo?
Closure. Okay, now listen, coming up next, I'm going to give you a warning. I'm about to shatter your childhood if you grew up with Finding Nemo on Disney. I am legit about to break you because I cannot even believe what I read today about this movie that I love so much. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Are there 2 of them or 3 of them?
There's Finding,
Finding
Dory.
Nemo
There's
and
Finding
Finding
Nemo
Dory.
and Finding Nemo 2, isn't there?
There was
Finding
3
Nemo
of them?
2?
No, there's just Finding Nemo and Dory.
Oh, no, yeah, just 2 of them.
There's
yeah,
only
yeah.
2.
So, yeah, because Finding Dory is Finding Nemo 2, basically.
Okay.
It's just like the continuation of
just
those
2
characters
films.
with Phil Dunphy as the beluga whale. That's why I learned that beluga whales are somehow like when they have a kinetic energy, they can sense things and swim towards
So
it.
that little helmet thing
I
on
didn't
their
know
head?
the little helmet head had such a sensor in there. Anyway, I'm just going to warn you now, but what is it? What is it that ruins Finding Nemo? Find out next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
Proud to introduce
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
KRVE.
All right, so this is from the New York Post, and it is going to blow your mind. First, Rotten Tomatoes ranked the Pixar movies. And in the top 5, you've got Toy Story 3, the movie Inside Out from 2015, Finding Nemo lands at number 3 from 2003, Toy Story original, and then Toy Story 2 is the number one Pixar movie
What?
according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Where
They
was
scored
The
100%.
Incredibles?
Which one's 2? Is that the
2
one
is
with
the
Frasier?
one where they got the guy from Seinfeld, Wayne Knight's
So, yeah.
voice
And
character
Frasier was
is
like
the
that old man,
collector.
the old.
And Kelsey Grammer is the prospector.
Yeah.
And that's where we meet the redheaded cowgirl. What's her name? Jessie, thank you. Gosh, I'm having brain fart.
Nice,
Okay,
Mom.
so that's how Rotten
Rapid
Tomatoes shakes down with 100% thumbs up for Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 1. Finding Nemo came out in 2003, and The Roula and Ryan Show started in 2003. And I still have the visual of the story that was shaking people left and right. Because in 2003, I was a single girl, no kids. And I remember doing the story in Scoop because there were so many parents that were stressing out about Finding Nemo in theaters because, oh, is it too soon? If you've never seen Finding Nemo, it's Marlin the clownfish looking for his son Nemo, who gets taken by a scuba diver for his fish tank in his dental office. And so Marlin goes on a quest to find Nemo. And in the end, the way you save Nemo is he gets popped down the drain to go down the pipes and back to the ocean. Spoiler. So the story, that's what I'm saying, too soon. The story that shook people in 2003 is that kids were taking their own fish out of fish tanks and putting them down the toilet to save
That's
them.
crazy.
But what you didn't know is that when you put a fish down the toilet, there's like a crunching mechanism that like garbles everything up before they take it to the water
There
treatment
is?
plant. Yes, that was a whole thing, Ryan. I remember it was a whole thing. Parents were like, "Oh my God, the kids are getting like life lessons if they're killing their fish. They don't know they're
Wait.
killing their fish."
There's a big garbage disposal at the end of.
There's something that was the story, Kev. Like they were like in
that
a
was
lot
the
of
story.
water.
I hear these stories about
No, the
alligators
water
popping out of
treatment
toilets.
plants have like some kind of devices. It's not just like you flush something down the toilet and it ends up in the ocean.
No, you're right. A water treatment plant.
Yes, there's a whole
does.
process.
Yes.
It's going to kill the
But
fish.
by the time it gets over there,
Also, us fish swimming in pure sewage probably will not make
Exactly.
it.
That's probably
that
not
was
good.
the first controversy, 2003,
AKA
that I
tilapia.
remember.
Do you know what's so crazy
that's where
about
the
that?
tilapia live. Is that what you're saying?
And don't even say it. Don't
Will,
even start. Don't
stop
sidetrack.
it.
I got to get to the
Stop
second
it.
part of the story, kids. We're running out of time.
Focus.
Here's the second part of what's
Roach.
going to break you now. In the beginning of Finding Nemo, like most Disney movies, the moms have to die. Why are the moms always they're dead or
Yes.
they die?
Very traumatic.
Bambi's mom gets shot, or there just is no mother, like Beauty and the Beast. She's already out of the picture, right?
Right.
And so in Finding Nemo, it's the Elizabeth Perkins voice who plays what's her name's mom in This Is Us, or she was in the movie Big. If Elizabeth Perkins is the actress's name,
That she
She was in
she is the
Weeds.
mom, Coral. And, you know, the dad is Marlin. And they have all their little fish eggs. And then the barracuda shows up, right? The sinister barracuda. And so Coral is like, oh my God, all the babies are down there. And he's like, Coral, don't try it. Coral, don't try it. She goes, no, I have to go for it. And the next thing you know is the darkness is sad.
Yes.
And then it's just Marlin and this one injured little egg. And the injured little egg turns into Nemo with his little flipper that doesn't really work. Okay, so the New York Post has posted a story because this one person decided, like, gosh, do barracudas actually eat clownfish? No, it turns out clownfish eat clownfish. Coral ate all the eggs. And Marlin would have never nurtured the hurt egg because they eat the injured eggs. So they're saying,
They
like,
eat themselves?
Marlin
They're
and Coral
cannibals?
ate all the kids.
Ew.
And then the entire movie is just a made up, like, hallucination of Marlin's after he ate Nemo.
Oh, I think that's
It's
a
so
bit of a
crazy.
stretch.
It's not a stretch, it's real nature.
I know, but,
But they
I
just
mean,
want
I don't
you to
think
be
that's
like,
what the producers intended.
let's just get back past nature and the This Is Life cycle from Netflix.
That took
with,
a turn,
with the British
Rolla.
guy.
That took
where
a
he's like,
turn.
the clownfish eat their own fish if they're injured.
That's so weird.
That's so disturbing.
It's like natural selection.
Yeah, but
Why
why
are you
would you,
laughing so
why
hard?
would you eat your
I'm
own?
never laughing so hard.
So I think we're probably the most shocked ones in the room because we were the most directly affected
Yes,
by
'cause
those
you were
movies.
children.
That was like our era of
Everything.
movies.
Oh,
So
I'm gonna
I'm a
have
little
to-
shocked right now.
I'm going to have to
Can't
tell
even
my
speak,
daughter
right,
this.
Irvin? Can't even speak. So it says, do you know which animal eats clownfish eggs? It's clownfish.
That's
So they just eat the hurt ones? The
No,
ones that don't
if
make it?
there's
All of them.
danger, because there was danger of them being eaten to save them, she just eats them. She just eats them.
That sounds like a weird way to
So
save
they're
them.
all missing because they're all going to go down, so she just ate them. You can read the whole thing on NewYorkPost.com.
I'm not reading that.
Somebody
I'm not
had a
reading
lot
that.
of time on their
It's
hands to
actually on
do this
TikTok
article.
also. It's on TikTok also. That's where the New York Post had a deep dive
Funny
because
thing
the
is it's probably
TikToker
their-
revealed this.
Probably their most viewed story.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote that probably
Probably.
more credit than the
Eric,
person
did,
covering politics or something.
Did your son Ethan go see that? I remember
So shocked.
when we started the show, my daughter was 3.
I can't
She was
remember.
4 that year it came out. Took her to go see it. She loved it. You took your son to that, didn't you?
I'm sure. All that stuff.
According to Fantasy Aquariums, and I quote, the male clownfish will tend to the eggs until they hatch. They will scope out any unviable or damaged eggs, and he will eat those. Sometimes all of the eggs will be eaten, especially during the parents' first few attempts. Whoa. It's kind of like, what's not Happy Feet or the other penguin one, where the dads have to push the egg the whole time the egg is... what's the penguin that the men are in charge of the eggs in penguin world?
Well, they have to
when
take
they
care
walk.
of it? Really?
Yeah,
They
did
watch,
we learn that from Happy Feet and from the other one?
I watched that.
Where they're walking with the egg between their
documentary,
feet.
March of the Penguins.
March of the Penguins. Yes.
With Morgan Freeman
The
narrating.
males tend to the egg, and they have to cover it and keep it warm in those blizzards and stuff.
Yeah.
So people are like, no, Cortland Marlin are murderers. And the whole thing is made up that he meets Dory in some psychosis of the shock of having to have lost his wife and all his babies. And so Dory is a figment of his imagination.
Does the barracuda at least eat the wife?
I don't know if she did. I mean, that's what we assume. We are implied. Did you never see Finding Nemo?
I just can't remember. It's been
Yes, it is
It's been so
assumed.
long.
It is implied that the barracuda wiped out Coral and all the eggs and left
Which I
Marlin with
think
one
that's
damaged
probably
egg.
their
Yes.
intention. They just didn't fact check it enough
I'm
when
just
they
glad the
wrote it.
barracuda ate her then. She deserves it.
It's not.
She
That's
ate
just the natural
baby.
selection of how they do this.
That's what
Like, was it seahorses? The males take care of the babies. Penguins and now
I
clownfish.
thought
We
don't
learned.
the males get pregnant?
The seahorses, the males get pregnant.
Really?
Yes, and also clownfish can change genders. It's all this weird.
You went down the rabbit hole. I'm just over here on TikTok trying to learn how to fishtail braid. I feel like that's like
so hard.
Oh my gosh!
I can't even do regular French braid. My
I can do French
biggest
braid, but
shame as a mother is I cannot
that's where
braid
I'm
my
at in my
daughter's hair
SeaWorld.
properly. And I can just do the braid from the base, but I
Yeah.
cannot do the braid from
I'll
the crown.
teach you how to do French.
I've tried so many
braid.
times. I'm unteachable, Sam.
But
I
the
am unteachable.
fishtail braid, that's a tricky game,
I
y'all.
don't even know what that is.
Exactly.
If you saw it, you've probably seen it, but you don't know it's called
Like
that.
Kevin's
Your kids
rat tail?
probably had it.
Oh, I remember that thing.
Kev's, that's
That was
that's
You tried to
that's a
bring that
basic
back?
braid. You could do it in fishtail. I haven't seen a rat tail in fishtail braid.
I've done nothing basic. That
A
was
rat tail
pure
is basically
trash.
hair that just didn't get cut.
Yeah. What made you want to
Right.
grow out that little rat tail?
You should do it again.
Because I have beautiful sweeping hair and I wanted to get it out there for people to see. And then remember I did top knot too? I was going to go full on.
Oh, I remember that.
No, it was too much. Like her husband just tried that. It's just ridiculous.
Mark's
He looks
doing a man
stupid.
bun?
He had a man bun, and then he was drinking, and he's like, I'm going to go buzz my hair. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so he went into the bathroom, and he came out, and then I got, real flustered because I was like, what?
So
looks
he
like
really
was
buzzed all
back
his
in
hair off.
college. Woo!
He buzzed
Yes.
all his hair off.
He buzzed all his hair. It's really short. So now him and Santiago look like twins. I was like, I just birthed this baby, and now my kid doesn't even look like me because he looks
Just birthed
exactly
this baby
like
15 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still going to say
It's like, I had a baby 4 years ago.
Why are people still doing the man bun? I saw a guy yesterday. I saw these three guys that own this building. When I work out, they own the whole building.
they had a man
The one
bun.
guy has the man bun. The other guy has his sunglasses behind his head.
Ew,
the Oakleys.
facing the
They're all
other way.
wearing
The Oakleys
they're all
behind
wearing
the head.
the khakis and the polo, and they're holding a clipboard. They just look like D-bags.
Yeah.
In what was their job? Where'd you meet these
They
people?
own the building where I work out at.
Okay.
My
So
trainer's
they're
like,
gym
yeah.
bros, is what you're
No,
saying?
they own the whole building.
Oh, got
Like
it.
So they were
the
just
gym
there,
is
like,
just in there.
Got it,
taking,
got it.
like,
Now, Kevin,
Yeah, they had a little thing about
Inspection
watch
or
them walk.
something?
I'm like, that guy's got the man bun. That guy's got
The man
the
bun.
glasses behind his ears, like facing the other way, like
hate
yeah.
the back of your neck.
Put it in your
They
shirt
walk around
collar.
with
That's kind of a
attitude.
redneck.
Yeah, why
That's a
don't men wear
rednecky
their
look.
glasses
I
on
don't.
their heads like girls do?
I don't
Why do they
know.
put them on the back of their necks like they're
Or
looking
just
at you
put them
from
in your
behind?
pocket or like.
Or like in your
I
shirt
just
collar.
hang
Yeah,
them
your
from my
shirt collar.
shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin, as far as hair fashions, so our engineer George, is that considered a man bun? What he has?
This is like a Viking.
It's more like a ponytail on the top of his
Viking?
head.
It's getting,
Yeah.
You ever
it's
see
getting
Vikings?
there.
Vikings on Netflix and stuff.
Yeah, it's very
They all have that.
Viking-like.
It's like shaved on the sides and it's long on top
Long
and
on
it's pulled
top.
back.
Yeah.
It's like a ponytail. That's like a Viking cut from that show.
Is there a name for that? What's it called?
Yeah,
The
what's that
Viking
called?
cut. Viking cut.
ponytail.
Norwegian style.
Viking hipster.
It's the Roula and Ryan show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, so the Texans have agreed to a 3-year, $72.5 million contract extension with Nico Collins after his breakout season in 2023. The extension makes Collins the 7th highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. He was the 3rd round of the 2021 NFL draft out of Michigan.
Nico, watch the show Broke on Netflix and call a financial advisor. Nico.
Nico, see, could you pitch? Maybe the Astros will pay you extra to play for him because
And you bitch.
I'm
God,
not
they
bringing
suck
that- I'm
after
not
the seventh
bringing
inning,
that
eighth inning.
It
They
fell apart.
every time. Man, this team cannot
It's
hold
the
a
beginning
lead.
of the end of an era.
That's okay. The Texans and Rockets are. It's all. Nobody could be.
It's
like
not
Dallas,
all in sync. We
Dallas
don't get
has
all
the
three
Mavericks
at once.
possibly. They're one game away. Their
Stars.
Dallas Stars are close to going to the championship.
The Stanley Cup.
Rangers won. The only team that sucks there is the Cowboys.
And that's the only one you like.
That's the only one I like.
Nah.
By the way, I just had to make a check-in. After I did the Finding Nemo story, Ahmad had to leave the room, and he just walked back in. Are you okay?
You crying? Your eyes look a little
Cry a
sobbing.
little bit. No, I'm kidding.
She did that on purpose.
You look a little. Your eyes are
terrible.
glistening.
She's trying to throw you off for rapid fire.
Yeah,
Since
she
you've won,
is. I see
out of
your
four
game.
weeks.
Before we get to that, I want to tell everybody I talked about this a little bit this morning, but this is only going on for another day. So I'd like to remind people Typhoon, Texas is rewarding academic success. So the water park is offering discounted admission to any student with 3 or more A's today and tomorrow. So students, you just present your most recent report card along with a valid school ID, and you get admission for just $14.99. That is a great deal. So $14.99, and that's
get that
happening
report card
today
away.
and tomorrow.
People are saying Nemo means nobody.
I know, that's what they said.
Finding
One text.
nobody?
Yeah.
Finding no one.
This just took a turn.
I'm
It's
telling
really dark,
y'all.
Yeah, why are you making
I'm
this
not
so
here
dark?
for it.
You just ruined a bunch of people's.
I like serial
childhood.
killer stuff, but like this is too far, Rula.
Not cartoon.
I didn't make
fish
it up.
killers.
I didn't make it
Cartoon
up.
killers.
Blame TikTok and
Nope.
then page 6.
Murderers.
Don't watch up then.
Okay, and by the way,
yeah.
Oh,
I
that
also,
movie's heartbreaking.
Yep.
Can't watch it.
I also want to warn people about scams. Best Buy and Geek Squad, they are the most impersonated scammers in America right now. This is a new report by the
Best Buy and Geek Squad?
Yeah, by the Federal
Huh.
Trade Commission. They said that they received 52,000 reports of scammers impersonating Best Buy or Geek Squad.
I
And
don't get those ones. They just want to sell me Medicare Part C.
the
Is
other
there a
one.
part C?
The other one that's a big scam is PayPal. That was the third most impersonated company with about 10,000 reports. The bottom line is when you get a text from anybody, it says you click on this
Just
link.
ignore it.
Delete.
Don't click links.
Don't ever click a link on a text ever. If you're interested, then you go to that company's website. Like go to Best Buy's website, contact them through that. But never click a link in a text.
Sam, what's the name of the comedian coming to Smart Financial Center we're giving away tickets for? For Rapid Fire?
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh, bravo. You
Yeah.
got it. Now can you spell that?
Oh, that's like crazy. I can't spell that one.
Yeah, that's
Eric asked me yesterday, how do you spell Sebastian? I said, isn't that the name of your dog?
right.
You don't know
You
your
should
dog.
I don't think he has a
Exactly.
problem with Sebastian. He has a problem with
Yeah,
Maniscalco.
Maniscalco.
No, he asked me how to spell
Manis-
Sebastian, Ryan.
Like, I'm used to
He didn't know how to
Sebby.
spell Sebastian.
Really?
Yes. But Sebastian
SEBBY is how I spell my
Maniscalco
dog's name.
is going to be here at the Smart Financial Center once again, and we have a chance for you to win tickets to see him for free if you choose correctly as one of the players of the Rapid Fire Quiz wins for you. Now, 713-390-KRBE is our phone number. We need 5 contestants to play along with me. I'm Roula. Then there's Eric. Then there's Kevin. Then there's Sam. Then there's Ahmad.
Ahmad is
So
on
which 5 of
fire.
us?
He's
won
lot
3 out of
wins.
4 weeks here.
Yeah.
So just letting you guys know that. I'm not the threat anymore.
Eric's
just
wanting to
saying
make
that
sure he
because you
doesn't get
want-
eliminated.
Like, it's still-
Let's see what happens
When Eric
next
gets eliminated early, ooh, man, he's not happy.
We'll see what happens.
on the Roula and Ryan Show.